Hello again, viewers, and greetings, fellow space travelers. This is Thorn Knight, and welcome to episode 34 of my Terraria Let's Play series. Today, I plan on doing a little bit of work on some of the showcase areas, particularly the Living Loom, Honey Dispenser, and Lihzahrd Furnace related ones. I'm also probably going to, where'd she go? See if I can go ahead and make the cog related ones. But the first thing I wanted to do, you may see some ingredients there set aside in my inventory. I went over to the Hallow and got myself some souls of light so I could make a couple more mechanical eyes. I would like to see if I can manage to get that spasmatism, or is it retinaser? I can never remember. Whichever one, the missing trophy, and see if I can just get that knocked out, because it bothers me that it is bare right here. This one right there, and I'm going to be probably trying off and on throughout the course of this video to get it, just so I can have it done. If I don't get around to actually getting it, oh well, c'est la vie, but I'm going to try. Either way, I am going to do some work on the showcase room, see what there is to make out of the different types of materials. I'm probably going to hop over to another map, get some of the lizard stone, so I can have that. I may just disassemble the top part of the lizard temple on this map and just have a drop shaft that gives me access to the golem arena room, but I will figure that out later. But for right now, I'm going to wait for nighttime and see if I can get that trophy off of the twins. So I will be right back. Okay, so I've decided I am going to go ahead and harvest the lizard temple that I've got here on the main map. But I'm not going to tear the whole thing apart. I'm just going to shave a few layers off of like this area, because I can probably get by with just even less than a few hundred blocks to build all the different things that are required to have the full showcase. So instead of tearing the entire thing apart, I'm just going to harvest a little chunk off of it, like take a slice off, which is what I'm doing here. Also, I wanted to show you this, what I have determined is just about the best way to get a whole bunch of an area cleared out for a vertical shaft. Once you have a 2-wide column, you just go to the top of it and stand on one block and dig the block under you all the way down. Painless, quick, easy, and you don't have to go hopping around all over the place trying to get the resources you're after. It's kind of nice. But I'm going to continue shaving off this part of the temple, and then I'm going to look into making some showcase rooms. So, I will be right back. Okay, so I got a stack of the lizard temple blocks. So now it's time to start putting stuff in place. First off, I'm going to want to put the chest down. There are a few things that can only be crafted by the Lihzahrd Furnace, but there are also a few of the lizard items that can only be crafted at a regular workbench as opposed to the lizard workbench. So I'm going to have to temporarily put one in place, but let's get these guys here. I want to have the 3 statues in. Come on. Then I'll go this. And that's what it looks like. the Lihzahrd Furnace. The Lihzahrd Workbench apparently can't be crafted at the Lihzahrd Furnace. It can only be gotten in the Lihzahrd Temple. Let's see here. Table, chair. Now what? Bookcase. Well, bed. Bathtub. That's funny. Lantern. A candle. Put that there. Chandelier. Okay. Candelabra. And that's just a regular candle. Okay. So I think that's all of that. I will need to put some Lihzahrd wall in. Let's see here. I might have to make this a little taller to accommodate the different things. Let's use this. Bookcase. There we go. Bed. That looks interesting. Will the chandelier fit? Yes. And the candelabra, can it go here? No, not enough room. Okay. It's not quite where I wanted it. Where'd it go? There we go. Then the lantern. Let's see if I can get that there. Alright. And then the bathtub. Come on. There we go. Alright. I don't think I'll probably be using any of these for doing any actual building. They're interesting, but I don't really think they're suitable for that. Now I need some walls, though. Let's see if 100 works. Did I miss one? Yes. Now, hopefully, this won't be enough lizard blocks to actually cause the lizard stuff to spawn. I think it might only work if it's in a jungle or an underground jungle, so I'm not too hugely concerned about it. And either way, if I need more. Either way, if stuff does start spawning, what am I doing? If stuff does start spawning, it'll likely just stay inside. Whoops, that's too many. And one more row. Yes. Okay, there we go. The showcase. Does this work? No. The showcase of the lizard stuff. Minus all the traps. I didn't want to include the traps in here. But that is it for this. So I'll put these in here. I'll put the statues over in the museum. And this is all just regular stuff to store. Alright. Next thing I need to work on is the Living Loom. But I'll go put these away, and I'll just go ahead and build that off camera and let you guys see it when I'm done. So I'll be right back. Okay, there is one thing I would like to mention about the living wood stuff, which this is all the living wood stuff. I really like the bookcase. That's neat looking. The actual living wood itself can only be placed by using the living wood wand. And then if you have the leaf wand, you can turn wood into leaf blocks. So I'm going to shingle the roof with leaves. There we go. A little bit more for flavor. All right. That is the living wood. It's actually kind of neat looking. Unfortunately, I did not see any recipe for making a chest anywhere in here. Look at these one at a time. No chest. Well, maybe. Hold on. Let me go grab an iron just to be sure. Because the regular chest requires iron to make. So let's go try this. And then I'll know for sure. No. Nope. It would be there if there was some. Okay. Well, that is the living wood example. Next up, I really don't want to disassemble my honeycomb house. But it looks like I'm going to have to. So, bite the bullet, and that's what's next. I'm going to work on the honey. So, I'll go ahead and take care of that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, that makes for all the honey stuff. And yes, I already have the bed and the table and the chair up there, but I decided to just make a showcase with all of them. Unfortunately, there is no actual wall still. So I'm going to have to go up here, and I believe it's in here, and get some gold wool. Yep, there we go. And that should finish the project off. Where'd it go? There it is. You may notice that this is not perfectly rectangular, and that's because I, about, I don't know, a half dozen blocks over, or no, about, I guess 10 blocks over, realized that I was going to need a little bit more room for the chandeliers, so I went ahead and made the adjustment right here so I could continue on this way with enough height to account for the chandelier. But everything is built and in place. Like I said, unfortunately there is no wall, but I can make do with these gold bricks, which I have plenty of them apparently. Is that done? That's done. Alright. No, don't throw it. No, stop that. There. Okay. There we go. The honey showcase area. It's interesting. I don't know if I'd use the stuff to build with, especially because it requires, instead of using the hive blocks, it requires the honey blocks, which is water and liquid honey. And that can be troublesome trying to get that. So, I think I'm just going to leave this as a showcase only. I might make the clock in the future, because I do like the looks of the clock. But other than that, I think this is just going to be showcase. But now I need to get myself a bunch of cogs, which means I'm going to need some money. Oh, let's put this back. There we go. Go talk to the Steampunker. Okay. Let's see here. Cogs. Ooh, there's more stuff for sale. Is it because it's nighttime? I need to figure out what these things do. So let's go ahead and buy these. Steampunk boiler. Flesh. Cloning vat. Okay. Alright, and let's get a whole bunch of cogs. A stack should be sufficient, I hope. Now, okay, they can be placed, so I can use them as walls. Alright, I'm going to go look up what these three things do, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so here's all the Steampunk Cog related stuff. Unfortunately, once again, there are no walls to go with it, so I think I'm just going to go with regular stone brick walls. Let me down. So I need to go get those. I believe I still have some over here. Yes, sort of. So let's make some more stone bricks. Gray brick? Gray brick, alright. Whoops. Okay, that wasn't quite what I was wanting. There we go. That should be sufficient. Alright. And then back up here. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that'll do. Sort of goes with the grayish. The cogs, the cog wall, the placed wall, which is what I have the floor, the ceiling, and the walls made out of, don't actually look like cogs per se. So I don't know if that's intentional or, well, I'm sure it's intentional, but I was kind of hoping for it to be, I don't know, not so plain looking. I guess it sort of looks like steel plate walls or something, but it just doesn't feel steampunky enough. But that's alright. I have all the Steampunk Cog stuff here, and it is done. And I have discovered what a couple of the items that I've been looking at do. For one, obviously the Blend-O-Matic makes asphalt, which can be used to run on really, really fast, apparently, but I'm not probably going to mess with that too much. The other thing was the flesh cloning vat, and that is used with the flesh blocks, which you get from the meat grinder, in order to make more building materials. But I think, well, there's a crimson block. There's some more. I don't think it uses any of the crimtane or the tissue samples. But let's go somewhere. Let's go over here. It would help if I actually had the things with me, I guess. Oh wait, I don't need that. And place this. And there we go, flesh blocks. I don't know how many I'm going to need, but it takes 2 of the crimstone blocks in order to make 1 flesh block. So I'm definitely going to need to make plenty. Alright. So we've got a few materials, or a few objects to build. I probably need to go get some more, well, let's see here, some books, probably some silk to make a bed, and some other things, but I'm going to go ahead and gather all that stuff together, and make the showcase up on top of the showcase arm for the flesh block stuff. I thought for sure I had more of the crimson stuff. Yeah. There we go. Take a few more of these and turn them into flesh blocks. That'll work. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I'm done with making the showcase for the flesh for the most part, except once again, this is one of those blocks that doesn't have a wall type. So what I did is I took some of this calcium ore, along with some stone blocks to make bubblegum blocks. And the bubblegum blocks to make bubblegum block wall. So I figure, or because I figured that the bubblegum block probably would sort of go well enough with the flesh. Oh yeah, that works nicely to kind of make it offset. I also have put some additional flesh blocks beyond the reach of the showcase for the actual furniture. So you can see that when you take a whole bunch of the flesh blocks and squish them next to each other, they make interesting designs, like muscles and fibers and veins and sinews and all kinds of fleshy related stuff. But hopefully this is the last I have to deal with this aspect of it. I'm just going to go ahead and keep the bubblegum in here because, well, really there's nothing else I can build out of the bubblegum. But I think that looks kind of neat. It's got eyeballs on the door. That's cool. You can see the ligaments and stuff for the table. We've got some sort of pulsing fiber thing for the chandelier. I think that's eyeballs on the piano. And I am afraid that that's probably a tongue for the bed. And this is just a bathtub. I guess because it's got red on it, it counts as blood or something. But anyway, that is the showcase for the flesh blocks. Now, I don't know if I'm missing anything of the oddball things at this point. So I'm going to poke around and see if I can figure out any other showcase rooms that I need to make for some of the other newer additions to the family of buildable objects. I do eventually need to expand the dungeon area back to include the other colors of dungeons, but that's going to have to wait until I can get a sufficient amount of all those parts. But I'm going to go poke around and I'll be right back. Okay, so as it turns out, I have learned that there are some new things to be done with glass. Oddly enough, I'm going to need some iron bars, 18 of them, and where'd it go? There we go. I need to make a glass kiln, and the same functionality as those other oddball crafting stations is what the glass kiln provides for making glass things. However, there are a few glass things I can go ahead and make, including a wine glass and a glass bowl, which I'm going to go ahead and place up here. But what I'm going to need to do is definitely expand this back some. Now, I'm probably not going to use the well, I might use the sandstone stuff. I don't know yet. I'll decide. But I'm definitely going to need to make a bunch more glass. So that's what I'm going to work on. And then I will go ahead and craft those things, and I'll be right back. Okay, so apparently there's one more thing to do with glass that I'm going to need a crystal ball for. So I need to get some gold real quick. Just 10 gold should do. No, not that. I want the... Fine, I'll go down here. Alright. Pesky NPC getting in the way of my bank. Alright. One crystal ball. Also, there's a terrarium that I crafted. Apparently, it's not something that you can just place. You need to use it with something. So, my guess is... where'd he go? It's going to be involving the bug net. So, I'm going to also go ahead and grab that while it's on my mind. Come here. Don't walk away from me. Bug net. There we go. Alright. This last thing that I need to craft with the glass is a type of wall. And I don't know quite how this works. Do I place it down and then I need some glass? No. No. I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Maybe I have to craft it with this. Huh. Something doesn't seem to be adding up right. Also, it looks like I'm missing one item from my list of things. Glass candelabra. Okay. Can I put it on the piano? There we go. There, now that's all the glass things. Alright, I'm going to go figure out how to craft this stuff. It looks like it'll be interesting, so I'm going to probably just replace some of the walls with it, but I'll go figure out what it is exactly, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I think I've figured out how this works. I'm going to need to place a crystal ball near some water, so I'm going to just run over here and go find some water real quick. Somewhere. I know I've got some water around here. And I'm also going to need to go find some lava to do the same thing. There we go, there's some water. Place this down. And waterfall wall. So I'm going to make... that should be enough of that. So now I need to go find some lava. And I think I know where some is, but I'll have to go hunting for it to be sure. So I'll go find the lava, and I'll be right back. Totally almost slipped my mind that I've got lava right here. So let's place that, and I should be able to now craft... huh, maybe it's not enough lava, maybe it needs whole blocks. Okay, back to the drawing board. I'll keep looking. Alright, here's some lava. And there's the crystal ball, and here is the lava fall wall, which I'm going to also make about 50-ish of. Alright, let's go back and place this. Up here in the glass showcase room. I way passed it up. Totally ignored it entirely. Alright. So I need to use the hammer. The Spectre ham axe. Is that... there we go. Okay, so I'll put this in like that. And then I'll do the same thing with the... I can't see with you in the way. I think that's everything. There we go. Now it's everything. I'm pretty sure it doesn't give off light. But there we go. Waterfall wall and lava fall wall. Almost a tongue twister. I'll put the excess in here, as well as the excess glass, and whatever this terrarium is, I guess I'll just have to find out later. Oh, more glass wall. And just, there we go, crystal ball can go there. Alright. That is all of the glass stuff, as far as I'm aware. And also, let me resummon him. I think that's where I'm going to have to wrap up for this episode, too. Probably next episode, I will be working on trying to figure out what to do with this terrarium, and I must presume the bug net. But whatever the case may be, I'll figure that out when the time comes for it. So, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. If you like this video and you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to give a like. I do appreciate that. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe so you know when my future stuff comes out. But I'm going to go ahead and move on with things. So thank you once again for watching. This is Thorn of Night, and I will talk to you later.